What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Irish Airlines, and today we're checking out Aerofly FS 2020. Due to popular demand, of course, and because I wanted to try it out. If you haven't already and you enjoyed today's video, slap that big red button down below, hit thumbs up, and if you're feeling extra generous, hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. But let's get straight into it. Aerofly has such a large range of aircraft. There's a Baron, there's a lot of turboprop aircraft. I really like this plane. There's a 737-500, which is my least favourite model of the 737, I'm not going to lie. But regardless, it's there. There's a lot of liveries available. They have the 747-400, and again, there's a huge amount of liveries. The 777. Later on in the video, you're going to hear the engine sounds off this. They have aced it. Absolutely made the engine sounds perfect, in my opinion. The Air New Zealand livery is definitely the best looking livery for this aircraft in particular, but there is a huge range of liveries available. There's the old trusty reliable Cessna, which I really like. I haven't tested it yet, so I can't say much about it. In X-Plane it's kind of broken, so I'm hoping in this it isn't broken, but we'll get around to that. There's the King Air C90, there's a Sopwith F1 Camel. There's an Extra 330. There's quite a few military jets as well that actually have liveries available and camo designs and stuff, which is really cool. The F-18, the Swiss Air Force, the Marines, Blue Angels, Century of Flight, Digital Camo. They even have a NASA livery, which is so cool. Let me know if that's a real thing down below in the comment section. I'm not hugely knowledgeable in terms of military jets, so let me know what you think. They do have a Learjet as well, which is pretty cool. I've never heard of this fighter jet before. I have heard of this, don't know much about it. You guys let me know in the comments which out of the military jets, including the vintage one, is the best one. The Dash 8 Q400. Now this aircraft is definitely my favourite in the whole of Aerofly. But in general, I love the Q400. Helicopters and myself don't get along too well. You can see that in previous videos. They have gliders. And the A320. They've done such a good job based on what I can already see here on the model of this aircraft. The A320 is a noble steed in aviation, but so many flight simulator developers tend to leave it out. Well, not so much leave it out, but put minimal effort into the actual aircraft itself, which really bothers me. Again, we have another glider, and we're back to the 737 and 47 777. So as you can see, there is a huge amount of aircraft available. The game costs £8.99, I think, in euro, so I'm assuming it's about £6 or £7, and maybe, I'm just going to say it's the same in dollars because I don't know. Let me know down below how much it cost you in your currency. You only get the west coast of America, but when I say you only get the west coast of America is huge. It's absolutely huge. This was something I wasn't sure of when I was looking at the game first. I kind of thought, €9 and I'm only getting the west coast of America. But guys, seriously, there's a huge amount of airports available. You won't get bored. Based on the scenery and the aircraft model and the interactiveness of the aircrafts, it can be justified. But it is unfortunate that it's not global, or at least have the entire US, I suppose, available. But look, beggars can't be choosers. It is really cool. There is another region available, which is, of course, Switzerland is going to come up now in 2 seconds. Don't know why that says to download it, but Switzerland is there. It costs 50 cents. I do think it'll be worth it. I haven't got it yet. I'm going to get it today, probably. I just haven't got around to it. But based on the scenery, I'd say Switzerland's going to be pretty cool in this simulator. You can change the winds, the direction of the winds, the clouds. The clouds in this simulator are the best clouds I've ever seen in a simulator. RFS has clouds, but in this, when you're actually flying through the clouds, it's actually, it's a mobile flight simulator, so, you know, but it's quite realistic. You actually fly through them and come out the other side, whereas they're kind of just, I don't know, they don't do very much in other simulators, so it's definitely a point for Aerofly. There is a flight school available. I haven't done any of these. I probably should, as you'll see a landing later on where I think I'll need to go to flight school. So overall, initial opinions of the simulator is it's great. It's so good. There's so many liveries for the aircraft. There's a huge amount of selection of aircraft. The only thing I wish was more, or was available, is other regions, and at least give me America, please. We're going to start out in Flybe because, you know, Flybe at the moment, unfortunately, are going through a bit of a tough time. As you can see, the plane models themselves, I think, are pretty good. They're so good. I don't know, let me know down below what you think of them, but I think it's incredibly detailed. Look at this cockpit. I thought X-Plane, now it is very detailed on X-Plane, but this I actually think just blows X-Plane out of the water. It is entirely interactive. We're going to put on the parking brake as I started to roll without realising. The FMC is interactive. I haven't done a whole lot with it yet, so that'll come up in another video. But it's massively interactive, and listen to this engine. As I said, they pretty much had the engine sounds down to a T. So we're taking off now. It was a terrible takeoff, but I'm going to give you an idea of the scenery. Okay, look, I know what comments are coming. Look at those clouds though. The scenery on the ground doesn't look great, and this is something that worried me when I got the simulator, that it didn't. But as you actually climb to a higher altitude, it's like a satellite scenery. It looks really, really cool. So it's definitely worth it in my opinion for the scenery. As you can see, it gets a lot less blurry as you're flying. Now we're on to the daddy of all aircraft, the 777 in the Air New Zealand livery. It looks absolutely amazing. So they've definitely aced the model of this aircraft. Again, in my opinion, let me know down below what you think. But listen to this. You have to admit that sounds pretty good. I think they've got the aircraft sounds pretty down to a T, pretty much. Again, the cockpit is incredibly detailed. The only thing I haven't figured out yet is, in X-Plane you hold a button and it shows you all the buttons that you can press. In this it doesn't, so you just gotta press all the buttons and hopefully they'll work. I haven't found one yet that doesn't work, so yeah, again, it's incredibly interactive. You gotta turn off the parking brake so we can move. I forgot about that. It's majestic. And this was the video I put up on Instagram, and people kept asking what it was, and somebody else asked, Aviation Planet asked me how I have so many simulators. I don't know. I just keep buying them and spending so much money. But it's definitely worth it. The physics in this simulator, based on initial impressions, are quite good. It's not as difficult as Infinite Flight, but it is really good. As again, I'll just point out the scenery does get better the higher you climb. And we're on approach. This landing was a little bit embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. Please don't judge me. And I know so many of you come in and go, don't worry, it wasn't a bad landing, I'm worse. And you know, it helps the ego, but just watch. Alright, we bounced. And we bounced. And we bounced. And we bounced, but we're down. And we're in one piece. And we floated halfway down the runway and we're not on the centre line. But listen, it could have been worse. So yeah guys, that was my first look at Aerofly FS 2020. I just wanted to pull up here because I wanted to point out they do have stationary aircraft parked up. The 747 looks incredible. They've also done a really good job on size comparisons between the aircraft, which annoys me in some other simulators that the A380 doesn't look a whole lot bigger than, say, a 737. But in this I think they've done a pretty good job. Again, the aircraft models, the cockpits, it's also detailed. I'm really enjoying the simulator so far. So let me know what you think down below. If you want to see more on the channel, be sure to let me know as well, as I'm so happy to have this now, as it's been quite a while I've wanted to get it. Let me know of your opinions as well. If you have Aerofly, Do you like the simulator? What would you like to see? I do wish there was global, and I wish it was multiplayer. At least they have these static planes around the airport, as the only other simulator I know of on mobile that does it is FS. So yeah, that was the video. Again, let me know if you'd like to see more, let me know about your opinions down below. I'm always interested to get your feedback, and thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. See you in the next video, guys.